Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope everybody's really doing well. And welcome to this live stream. It's 19th of June, 2024. So, ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing, guys? How was your, overall weekend? How was your holidays? Eid was pretty much, was good. Yesterday I started with the live stream. Back on the track, guys, and our plan is also on the track. Just give me a moment. Perfect. I don't know. I mean, AI signal bot for 15 minutes. Alt as well as 1 hour bot both have stopped. Only the major bot is working for silver, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and maybe USD DOM. But apart from that, I don't know why the alt bot is not working. Maybe some issue. Maybe someone is trying to do some notorious thing in the Discord. I'm not sure, but the developer is literally checking inside and out of what has happened. So we are just working on it to fix it. So yesterday also, the plan for the Bitcoin was discussed in detail yesterday. We had a wonderful session, and so what exactly are we aiming for, guys? I think I have a same plan. I really don't have to tell you my plan for the USD dominance. I just want to start with the session of the stream with the USD dominance, guys. USD dominance. I have the same plan. I really don't see any other scenarios. Yeah, the bull case is only when we are flipping 5.24%. So once we start flipping 5.24%, then definitely this is going to invalid, meaning that this is your bottom, and we are likely going to do an upward movement towards 6.2, maybe even 7%. Basically, Bitcoin dumping back to $40,000. No. So that is going to be the worst case scenario for Bitcoin, but I really don't think that is going to happen at this point. We really need that one more push on the downside for USD dominance so that we can get a big W pattern, or you can even say that an M pattern on the lower term time frame. So that W pattern, this is what you have, a W pattern. This is the perfect W pattern. You can never have it on the USD dominance. That's like a perfect W pattern in my view. So I'm just waiting for that W pattern to unfold. And you can also say there is an M pattern. Yes, we have an M pattern. That's a wonderful M pattern. You can have it on, Bitcoin. That's a very cool classic pattern actually. So let's see how things unfold, but that's the plan that I have. I really don't have any other plan, no other scenario. Very concretely, only single scenario that I have. The bull case scenario for the USD dominance is only going to be once we are flipping 5.24%. Till we don't flip 5.24%, I would honestly don't look for any shorting opportunities. We are very close to bottoming. This is like a buy the dip. We already went very close to buying the dip when we pump up towards 5% USD dominance. Very, very close we were. And honestly, there's a possibility that we might be even, topped out. Because we have just tested the golden pocket zone at 4.99%. So the top might be in, my friends. The top might be in. So that's the reason I think, that's the reason, I've started building a nice long trade on Bitcoin with the current market price at 65.1, and I'm going to DCA down to 64.9. Very tight invalidation because the top might be in because we have a very nice 3 drive pattern formation on USD dominance. That's the perfect 3 drive, as you can see here. Very interesting 3 drive. It's a perfect one actually in my view. So that 3 drive means that we are literally topped out with the 5 waves on an upside, or the worst case scenario can be maybe just like one more push up, trap everyone one more time, and then we die. So that's how the USD dominance. Now remember, for those guys who really don't know what the USD dominance is, USD dominance tells us that what the market participants are playing, basically whether they are shifting into crypto, they are buying crypto, or they are holding USDT. So the USD dominance, as and when the USD dominance. Now, of course, you might be having queries that, hey, USD dominance might even changes based on the increase in supply of USDT. Yes, that's absolutely correct. I'm not denying the fact, but that's not going to change the charts. If you look at from the USD perspective and not the USD dominance perspective, that's not going to have a major impact. So $1 billion print is not going to have major impact at this point in percentage terms, because it's going to be less than 0.1% impact. So that's not going to have major impact. So the USD dominance, it means practically, in a very layman language, I'm not going to go deeper, not going to go, a very simple definition is, you get to know where the money is, whether the people are holding USDT more, or people are just trying to put their money from USDT converting into crypto, basically Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever. So that is what the USD dominance. Now you might also feel that, hey, why are we not watching, or why are we not charting USD dominance, USDC dominance, or maybe any other any other stable coins? But let me tell you, USD dominance is the oldest stable coin. It was the first stable coin, and hence it is having a very good market cap, and the price action perfectly fits along with the total crypto market cap. So that is so aligned actually. If you really want to look at with the USDC dominance, it's perfectly all right, you can check it on. But remember, that might give you a little bit of inaccurate signals, because there is a possibility what happens is now and then people try to switch on from USDT to USDC, and basically, and so hence and forth. So what happens is, due to this event, the USDC supply or the USDT supply might just affect a little bit, but that might just slightly deteriorate the picture, not much, slightly. And hence, I just want to chart it, the USDT dominance. That's a perfect way of charting it. That's a perfect way of knowing what the market makers might be planning, going ahead. So that's my plan for the USDT DOM, guys. The invalidation level is very, very clear. 5.24% is going to be your red flag. That is going to be our red flag. I mean, once the USDT dominance flips 5.24%, this plan is going to invalidate, and that's going to wreck to the whole market, and that's going to be like a disaster for the whole market. And that's what we might probably not be ready for it. But if you just do something like this over here at this point, it don't make sense. Why? We want this sort of a pump to happen somewhere in between August and July, and even maybe September beginning, because normally the bottom would be somewhere around August and September. Normally August and September gives you the generational bottom for like next few months, and then the price starts soaring back up, because October, November, good month, December a little bit sideways, January, boom, Chinese New Year is going to give you a little bit dip, and Chinese New Year, you buy, you make good money out of it, you exit. On my birthday, 28th of Jan, you literally buy, and you are going to be in good profits. Historically, if you check my birthday, 28th of Jan, check it from 2017, oh god, check it from 2014, you will see 95% of times, whenever you bought on my birthday, 28th of Jan, you will not regret it. Every year I buy it. I simply close my eyes and I buy it, and next few days, I'm in good profits. Every damn year that have happened with me. Maybe 1 year here and here, maybe might be in a loss a little bit, but overall good strategy actually. I know you might be laughing as well, what the hell I'm talking about, but this is a real fact actually. Trust me, you can just go on the charts on your screen, go to 28th of Jan and check it out. Every year, if you bought at 28th of Jan, how much you would have made it with the Bitcoin or Ethereum or maybe whatever else you want to, you are going to make money out of it. So that's a very simple strategy. Yeah. Now let's talk about the Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin is also having a very similar sort of price action. I mentioned, this green box is my buy zone, and I would literally want 62,000, 63,000 would be a very interesting zone for Bitcoin. But the only problem over here with the Bitcoin right now, I'm just going to hide this, the triangle scenario basically. The only problem here, what I'm seeing for Bitcoin, is that we are forming a very good 3 drive pattern, or you can also say that a very interesting bullish wolf waves. Now that is very fascinating, very interesting. The worst case scenario for these bullish wolf waves would be, maybe one more dip down like this, just like a fake out, goes to $63,000, and that's why we are having a spot trade. The stop loss for the spot trade are not fixed. We wait for it to lose that levels, and once we see that levels is lost on 4-hour time frame, then we close it manually, or else we don't close it. But what I'm saying is, I'm expecting Bitcoin to do something like this, go for an upward run, and then maybe do something like this. Because this move is like, let's say wave A, B, C, wave B over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Either, it is bottomed, either, as I mentioned, either, I'm not sure at this point on the lower term time frame, like 15 minutes, but either this is bottom, let's say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. The bottom is already in, as we have tagged the green box, the golden pocket zone, not for the Bitcoin but the USD dominance. So either, the 5 waves are in, or maybe the 5th wave is going to take one more dive like this, one more dive down, fake out, trap everyone, and reclaim it and run towards weekly opens of 66,800 or 67,000 June opens. Practically, this is how I am seeing a bare minimum pump up on Bitcoin. So the bottom might be in, as I mentioned, so likelihood that we pump from here towards a minimum target of this red box, 4% move, we might catch it, a minimum 4% move, or if it goes down to $63,000 and reclaim back 64,300, that is going to be the biggest move, and I would expect then the 9 to 10% move on Bitcoin, easy and peasy. So that's my plan is, guys. I really, the structure is forming very, very creative, very nice on Bitcoin. I personally love it, and let's see how things plays out. If you look at from the 4-hour perspective, we have certain demand zone. So what do you mean by demand zone? If you just look at the naked POCs, we have a very nice naked POC, that untapped demand that we are having around 67,554. Now why I'm saying demand, because a lot of people who bought here got trapped, and they have literally sold their bag over here around 64.5. So practically now, if we are literally going back here, we flip it, that is going to be a new demand zone. People are going to rebuy it again, and that's going to pump it up the price like you have never seen before. So yep, that's how the market makers work actually. So practically we have a nice levels around 67.4. that is the levels probably I'm very much interested in. So practically 4% easy from here is a possibility. Or worst case, we go one more down like this, trap everyone, reclaim it quickly, and run back up. If it goes something like this, I'm going to build coin margin contracts for my Bitcoin spot positions, and probably I'm just going to let it ride. That's what I'm going to do. So yep, that's what the plan for the Bitcoin, guys. No changes that we discussed yesterday. The only small change, as I mentioned, there is a possibility the bottom might be in here. This is the bottom, this is your local bottom, and maybe we retest these levels and we do right the here towards 67.4, come back down, like forming a very nice and a strong inverse head and shoulder over here like this, and then we run up like this. So practically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, that's a very likelihood of a plan for the Bitcoin. Now that's the we are having for Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's also look at Ethereum. I mentioned yesterday as well, do not sell your Ethereum. We are holding our spot bags on Ethereum from 3.5 to 9. We are holding it, no changes. I just want to build a nice coin margin contract long on ETH again. I mentioned 3,300 is my zone for ETH, and 3291 is going to be invalidation. So practically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, today the way ETH is pumping, honestly speaking, to me it looks like it is bottom. It just slightly missed my bids. If you look at here on the 4-hour time frame, we also tagged the naked POC that we had here. You see the naked POC over here. Let me just zoom in so that you guys can watch it. Let me just zoom in. Yep, so that was a very interesting naked POC around 3,516 that we have already tagged. So practically now I think the only thing that matters to me for the US Ethereum USDT is that I'm watching. This is 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, slight move on the downside, 4, a push of 5, like this. We run up back to $3,630 to $3,650, and that is where you got a nice neckline. And after that, we are likely going to see another ABC move, a retest of 3,430. That naked POC is going to be our next, demand zone. And from there, I would like to see Ethereum running back to 3,850 and maybe 4,130. So it's a hold. I'm not selling my ETH spot bags that we have. I'm expecting it much higher. So I'm not going to sell it, ladies and gentlemen. I think those who are selling right now might be or will be regretting a lot. I am not saying that it's going to be good for them. No, we should not be happy on someone's loss, but we should always be happy if we make money. If we literally make, when everybody is the market is so in a fear mode right now. Everybody is like, what the hell is happening? We are expecting dump. But the market is going to give us a big surprise that nobody is willing to take it. Right now, the scenario is we want 60k, 61k. Everywhere on Twitter you will see majority of the people are 60k, 61k. Remember always this psychology of the market. Either the market is going to front run you or either is going to bash you, meaning that either we don't go to 61k, we simply front run them and we pump it up 63,000 max, or might be the bottom might be in as well, as I mentioned, or it's just going to bash you, meaning we buy 61k, they buy 61k, we just keep on dumping, and game over. That's going to wreck everyone. They're going to literally wreck everyone in the market, and that's like a very harsh mode. Normally this sort of thing happens in the bear market. If historically, if you see here in the bull run, July, normally quarter 3 is always like it starts slow and steady with a dump, a little bit accumulation. August is going to be your bottom, and July normally gives you the big dump. That's how normally it works. June, July, sideways, big dump, continuation of dump. August, another choppiness, sideways, give you the bottom, and September it starts reversing. October, pumpino. November, pumpino. December, a little bit pump, dump, sideways, and January, pump, and pump. Normally that's how it works. So if you see the historical trend, I think even this year, 2024, we are going to follow the same trend. So practically, this is the month. Honestly speaking, in June so far, I haven't took any trade yet, except made 16%. That's so far. I haven't took any new trades. Apart from it, I'm simply going to preserve my capital. Yesterday, when Bitcoin was at 70,500, few days back, I was able to buy, for example, if you were able to buy one Bitcoin today, when Bitcoin is at $65,000, you will be able to buy 15% more or 10% more Bitcoin. So practically you'll be able to buy 1.1 Bitcoin. Basically, even the USDT value is same, but the BTC value is increased. That's why I'm telling you guys, we not only preserve the capital, but with our analysis, I've told you many times that yes, the market is not yet ready for an upside move. Till we don't flip 67.4, we are not yet ready, and we will be moving down and down slowly and gradually. So practically, I think that even though we might have not made the USDT gains, but we have made a good Bitcoin gains actually, and I'm really happy with that. Ethereum, same plan. Solana as well. Overall hard-term time frame plan for Solana. I would like to see one more push on the Solana. If Solana gives us a dip towards 114 to 115, would be very, very nice. I'm not sure whether it's going to give us, honestly speaking, because right now we are at a big support. You see here, ladies and gentlemen, that's your strong support. 118 is your strong support. I'm expecting Solana to run up, give us new all-time highs, 325, 300 and maybe 30, one more push up, and later on followed by a big crash, dump, another choppy way sideways, and we dump back to 29, and later in future we are going back to 5.6 to $9. So that is my plan for Solana. The same plan actually. Look at the ETH Bitcoin, guys. What did I mention yesterday? I'm expecting ETH Bitcoin to run up, going to a minimum level of 0.05530, and that's exactly what we are doing, ladies and gentlemen. That's our plan from yesterday. This green box, if you are seeing, that's our levels. I mentioned that I'm expecting it to run from there, and that's what we are doing. I'm really happy. But the way the price action is, so practically, let's say this is 5 waves, this is wave A. Right now we are doing 5 waves, so this is going to be a wave B. I'm expecting a nice retracement, maybe something like this. It's going to be a very interesting irregular expanded flat. Practically, once Ethereum starts outperforming, once Ethereum tops out over here, and it's going to top out, guys, it's going to top out. So once Ethereum tops out, Ethereum is going to start dumping, also going to be very weak versus Bitcoin. So practically, once ETH BTC tops out, you should all be staying away from alts, because we never know. If Bitcoin starts pumping, it's going to outperform everything. Even though alts will pump, but Bitcoin is going to outperform everything, and that's the only way ETH BTC is going to move down and retest this naked POC that we have, and from there it's going to run up like this. So that's the reason I'm telling you the investment opportunity or the trading opportunity right now is very good and beneficial for Bitcoin. Why? Because ETH BTC is very close or near for topping out with the 5 wave on the upside, and this is how my plan is. So you literally don't look for or entering alts over here. You look to enter alts or Ethereum or Bitcoin margin contracts when we are literally here. Why? Because that is going to be like ETH is going to start outperforming Bitcoin, not only by 5 to 6%, but that is going to literally by 8 to 9%. I'm expecting it to go like retest these levels of 9 to 10%. So that's going to be very interesting for Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. So ETH BTC, as I mentioned, a little bit not that topping out with the 5 waves. Right now, yesterday my friend asked me the chart for Tao. This is the chart for anybody who wants a reference for. This was like a very interesting daily pin bar candle, very bullish candle, and it's like a reversal candle. I think Tao is bottomed for now. 241. This green box is your bottom zone, and we literally went there. Actually, we literally went it. So practically speaking, Tao is going to do something like this, going to retest 342 to 343, come back down, reject, retest 241, 240. From there, it's going to run up back to 490. So that's what Tao looks like. INJ, ladies and gentlemen, I am really disappointed with INJ. It just had to hold that level, and the good part was we were waiting for it to flip it, and now it just lost it, basically making it another bearish alt actually, and that's like a very bearish thing actually, honestly. Why? Because as you can see, this was A, B, and 5 waves on the C. So practically this is wave 1. Wave 2, we're going to retest 26, maybe 127, and we're going to dump back down 3, 4, and 5. So INJ, in my view, is going to go back down to $10. So practically it's not a good investment at this point. I would be wrong if INJ flips 29.3 again. If we flip it again, then we can see INJ can go back upwards like this, but for now it's not looking that good, honestly. Just stay the fuck out of INJ. DOT, we are holding our DOT. I think DOT is looking great on DOT Bitcoin chart. Waves, we are still holding the waves, ladies and gentlemen. It's very much underwater and don't make sense for me to sell, but waves is definitely going to retest the $4 levels, which might give us a good chance to get out of break even actually. But that is, you literally don't expect more from waves. Don't expect more than $4. Whatever we get it, we're just going to exit it with a minimal loss. Total 3, guys, my plan for total 3 is still same, very same. Now the only way we can go down to $537 billion If you want to compare this chart with Bitcoin, let me show you. I mean, it's a very interesting chart. I'm not sure how many of you guys have compared this chart for Bitcoin. Let me show you. So you look at here, it's a very interesting chart for Bitcoin as well as total 3 actually. BLX don't have 4 hours chart, but let me just open the Coinbase chart. I want to go with the 4 hours time frame chart so that I can show you a very interesting thing. Here, so look at here. So this was a very nice demand over here, if you remember. And how did we went down? So you went down in 3 waves. Whoop, choppiness, ABC, and then we go down again like a double bottom, a little bit bounce, and then again dump like this. Once we go here, you get a nice impulsive move on and upside. Practically, literally go on upside towards the previous highs, you know. And a very similar fashion, if you look at here, total 3, you can either check 2 days chart. I'm gonna put it on a daily chart. So how it can do, or what sort of a move we can expect from alts actually. Maybe let's just try to replicate the price action from Bitcoin. Let's just try to replicate the price action. Where is the bar pattern? So we go here, the bar pattern, and that's how I would like to see. I'm not exactly kind of, but almost like similar sort of thing. Very similar. Yep. You see? So what's gonna be like, you know, we go here, not exactly because we are missing this move, but that's fine. You don't have to have an accurate price action. So what we can have it from here. So we go down, this was our first lows, we sweep the lows, and then we get another push up and then down. Okay, that's the price action we are looking for, meaning that we go here, this is what we want, a little bit sweep. So I'm just going to a little bit compress it. Yep. You see? Now it looks perfect. So we little bit go down like here, sweep this lows, this one, sweep this lows. We go here, take it out, and then we run it up back to 678 billion. Maybe one more push down. Possibility is always there in the green box. From there, we push it up to the highs, practically these highs. Now I'm just going to delete the, you know, bar pattern. So this is the price action, you know. Looks very nice on total 3 actually. Looks perfect in my view. So just imagine where you want to buy. You buy when we sweep the lows going towards $553 billion. That's where you buy. So let me just give you the plan for total. A lot of people you know, tells me, hey, can you chart this alt, can you chart that alt? Remember, whatever I'm sharing with you, this is total 3. This means the total 3 means every crypto coins excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum, which means it's pure alts actually, pure alts. And that's where we have a liquidity. So you have a liquidity here, perfect. And what you want is a heart over here. No, where is the dollar? Yep, you have a nice liquidity here. That's what we want. Path, maybe just sweep the lows over here, path it up, and then we push it up for a minimum target, as I mentioned, to 641 to 650 billion, and then maybe one more push down, and then we sweep the highs like this, 730 billion. Or simply, you know, We don't go back down. This is your bottom. We run up, come back down like here. We hold the lows, 3 tap setup, and then we run it up, flip the equilibrium, and we go. So that is going to be the good plan. So practically speaking, wait for a sweep. Once we get the sweep, we buy. That is going to be the good opportunity to buy alts actually. Good opportunity. We go around 537.7 billion, 537.8. That's where you should buy with your invalidation under $514.9 billion. That's a very good risk reward, guys. Practically is going to be roughly around 4.3% gap, meaning whatever else you buy, you have to understand that if it goes under 5%, you should sell. You know, that's where. So you buy alts at $537.8 billion, and your stop loss is going to be 5 to 6%, and your take profit targets would be minimum take profit targets from here. It would be around 18 to 19%. If you get the correct alts, right alts, it can even give you more than 19%. So practically your risk reward is going to be roughly around 3.9 to 4 depends on your risk. So that's a very good plan for total 3 actually. Very interesting. It looks great to me actually. So that's what I have for USDT, Bitcoin, and everything else, ladies and gentlemen. So right now I'm just I'm just having a Bitcoin position, nothing else. I won't be interested in alts at this point, nor I'm going to build Ethereum long position. As I mentioned, I really want Ethereum to give us that retest of 3,421 because we have a naked POC, a new naked POC that we have printed it. So I want a retest over there, but that retest should come after going to $3,660. And after a retest for the wave 2, I would like to see Ethereum pushing back up to 3,850 and maybe even new highs of 4,083. New highs in the sense sweeping this highs actually. That's what I mean. So that's all for the today's stream, guys. I hope you are very clear with the plan for Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as total 3. So total 3, this is going to be the best most optimal trade entry zone for alts. You buy alts under this dollar. Once this liquidity is grabbed, you buy alts, practically speaking, with a 5% stop loss, and your take profit targets are going to be 18 to 19%. Just don't buy the dead alts actually, trust me. They will pump, but they might not even give you 10%, but it all depends. So look for at least go for like alts, for example, like RNDR, go like Tao, look for Solana, look for AVEX, look for LDO, look for maybe INJ, because even though it's bearish right now, it's going to give us a pump to $26-27 from the $20, which is going to give you good money. We're gonna make you good money. Atom, Dot. So these are a few alts actually. And now most interesting part is meme coins. So what exactly? I mean, I don't know whether they have incorporated. I've requested total. I requested what do you say? I gave a suggestion to TradingView that the way we have DeFi total, so we have total DeFi like this, can we also have total meme, so we can track the meme coin market cap overall or market cap percentage versus the Bitcoin, so we can know exactly whether the money is rotating in it, out of it, whether it has one more push left or not. But they have not done it so far. Let me just check it. Meme. We don't have anything yet for it. So probably what are we going to do about it? I'm just simply going to go to the ETH Bitcoin mark, or maybe go to the dollar index, and just going to let's also discuss the dollar index, guys, and let's also discuss gold and silver. Okay, so dollar index, as you know, my plan for the dollar index, I've already mentioned it. I am still expecting dollar index to do something like this. It's a very same plan like what we have for ETH. I'm expecting dollar to push it up to 111.5, maybe 111.6. The worst case scenario is going to be 112.9. but anywhere in between here, anywhere in between, I mean, you can just have the green box or you can have the red box. Anywhere in between is what I'm expecting for, you know, the dollar to do. And on the lower term time frame, if you see high mid-term time frame, I'm bullish. This is what the bullish scenario looks like. So even though the lower term time frame scenario might not look good to you, but definitely it looks bullish to me. So that's like a 1 2 1, maybe 2, and I would like to see it break out like this. That's going to be your, you know, either 5 waves on an upside. 1 2 3 4 5 is like going to be 1 2 1 2, and I would like to see something like this. And from there, the dump back down to 97, maybe 90, 96 or so. So that's what I'm expecting. So dollar index, midterm time frame, it's bullish. I'm expecting it to push it up to 112, 111. When dollar starts topping out here, I'm going to convert my dirhams, AD dirhams, as well as the dollars into euro, because when dollar DXY starts dumping, every dollar pair is going to pump. For example, Australian dollar USD gonna pump, euro USD is gonna pump, whatever, I mean, JPY USD is gonna pump. Good economies, I mean, they all are going to outperform dollar. Actually, that's what it means. You know, gold is going to outperform dollar. In fact, maybe there is a possibility that, you know, that even SPX can have one more push on an upside. But that's what I mean. It's going to be really, really good when dollar starts dumping literally from here to 98.4 to maybe 197. Yes, my friend. So that's what my plan I have for dollar index. Let's also check gold plan, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check gold on the daily time frame. I'm very much satisfied with the gold. Actually, if you look at here on the, if you look at you know, gold over here, my plan is still same. I just want gold to give me a retest of my levels. You know, I think you know, gold is going to also give me a very classic, I would say, very, very classic 3 drive pattern or bullish wolf waves, if I'm not wrong. I mean, this is how I would like to see the bullish wolf waves. A little bit push up is fine, maybe 2350, 2352, and then one more dip on the downside, sweep up the lows here, go to the nearest support around here, 2250 to 2220, basically somewhere in between. And then from there a reversal comes out of nowhere, and we go up here for that final push for the gold, and that's going to finish the 5 waves on the gold, practically speaking. That's 1 2 3 4 and 5. And after that we go for a small bear market for gold to 2075, 2080, and maybe even 1920. It all depends, but that's going to be a small bear market. And after that we run up further to $3,000. As I mentioned, you know, it goes with the dollar index plan. So you know, dollar index goes to 111, or 112 to 113. Gold is going to go something like this on the down, and when, you know, dollar rejects from there, gold is going to skyrocket to new all-time highs of 3,000 to maybe even $3,100, and that's what it's going to do. So I think gold is very, very bullish. I don't recommend anyone to sell your gold bags if you're having it. If you have bought gold at 1900, don't sell it. If you have bought gold at 2200, don't sell it. But if you have bought gold at 2400, you should hold it, in my view. So gold looks great. Silver as well. I have sold my silver at $32. If you guys remember it, few days back when I mentioned, you know, that 32.5 is my levels for silver, and I'm definitely going to be selling it. You see the green arrow, it was very close to 32.9, but of course that was my selling point. Right now I'm expecting silver to see one more move on the downside towards $28. From there run up to 31, and maybe one more push on the downside, like a little bit choppiness, and then we push up. So I'm looking to buy at silver between 28 to 27.2. That's where I'm going to buy more silver and my target for silver is going to be, this is like a way 1 2 3 4. My target for silver is 34.4 and maybe max $36, like here, top 36 for now. So that's what my plan for silver, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, I think things are looking great over here from the dollar index perspective. But if you're expecting it to pump up right now or right away in the next few days, it's not going to happen. It's going to be like more choppiness, a little bit sideways, because normally June is a sideways pump and dump sort of thing. July is going to be very, very tough, as I mentioned. It's going to be, it's like once Bitcoin finishes or USD dominance finishes this dump, let's say it finishes in July, mid-July, trust me, there's gonna be a big bloodbath in the whole market for August or August. So July, mid, and August would be the big bloodbath, and later on maybe we will see some sort of a light in October, November, and December, something like this. This is where the relief rallies are going to happen. But trust me, guys, you really don't want to be caught off guard over here, actually. Also, guys, a very interesting thing is I've dispatched t-shirts to everyone, and I hope you would have received it. And if you would like to buy our t-shirts, you can go on the website 21mfashion.com. Currently we are delivering only in India and UAE. Okay, very premium quality, guys. Those who have literally received the t-shirt, you can compare our t-shirts with Lee Cooper or maybe even premium brands, and you can check the material how it is. But it's a very premium t-shirt, actually. Also, just use the 21M technical screeners, guys. Those screeners are amazing. I've spent a hell lot of money developing those screeners, and it's for free for you guys, so use it wisely. If you have any questions, queries, do ping me, text me, or DM me on Discord. Have a nice day. Let's connect in next few hours for scalping session. We're just gonna have scalping session in the New York stream, so let's connect in New York session. Thanks a lot, guys.